here's the truth that most of us have never ever heard. That voice in your head, that one that talks to you, that says you're not good enough, that it's not the right time, you're not ready, you're not worthy. That's not you. That's just a program that is running in your mind, and now is the time to uninstall it. You don't have to believe everything you think. That's a quote by Byron Katie. So, I'm talking to the person who looks successful on paper, but feels like an impostor inside. They can't stop guessing themselves. You're talking yourself out of your own potential over and over. Welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a short, actionable podcast which gives you hints and tips to help you change your life, to take back control of the direction in which your life is going, to get you from stuck to unstoppable, from surviving to thriving. I'm here to have a positive impact on this world, and I would really appreciate it if you could let me know what your biggest takeaways from this episode is. Let me know on Instagram, tag me at just.live.coaching. Let me know what you got out of this and share it with someone who you know would benefit from hearing this. So if you've been living as a prisoner to that voice, that little voice of self-doubt, the one that's stopping you, holding you back, that voice was never yours to begin with. Don't own it now. If you've been living as a prisoner to that voice, that can change today. I'm going to give you a way to separate yourself from that inner critic. I'm going to give you a way to rewrite your mental programming, and I'm going to show you how to finally lead your life with real confidence again. It's time to wake up. Wake up that powerful part of you, the one that's been sleeping, the one that's sitting on all that unfulfilled potential. And let's get started on living a life that you want. So be honest. Most of you never notice the voice in your head. I know I didn't. And I didn't notice it until it was running the whole show, till it was running my life. How many times has that happened to you? You're doing something and all of a sudden you stop, you think, hold on a second, what's going on here? You know the voice I'm talking about. You're not smart enough. You'll screw it up. You're too late. They won't respect you if you try it. What are they going to say? What happens if you fail? That voice, that one that's been holding you back, the one that's been stopping you from playing all out, the one that's been stopping you from fulfilling your true potential. Where is that voice coming from? You didn't create it. It's not a voice of your own creation. Because when you were a kid, you were unstoppable. You would do things because you felt like it. Think about, what did you want to be when you grew up? A superhero, something really ridiculously out of this world, because the possibilities were endless. You didn't have limitations. And then all of a sudden there were those voices. These voices came in. Maybe it came from critical parents. Maybe it came from a coach, or maybe a teacher who told you to be realistic, a coach who told you you're not good enough. Years of this quiet failure and just this unprocessed pain just building up, just stopping you. Before you knew it, somewhere along the way, you stopped dreaming your dreams. You stopped playing full out. You stopped living up to your full potential because that voice took over. It ended up taking over everything. It then became the narrator of your life. But the truth is you need to understand that voice is not the truth. What that is it's trauma on replay. When you sit there, all it is your worst moments being replayed over and over again. And when you finally realize this, the first thing you do is you try and drown it out with motivation. You push harder, you grind more, you man up. But actually, ignoring the voices, it doesn't free you. It actually buries you deeper. Because what happens is you're not addressing them. You're not shining a light on them. And it costs you. You start to self-sabotage yourself. Real opportunities, real chances, real things that can make your life what you want it to be. You start to sabotage yourself. You end up distracting yourself. You end up getting addicted to things. You end up numbing yourself. You pass that same toxic voice down to your kids without even meaning to, because it was just the way it was for you. And it's been such a big part of your life for so long, you don't change that. You're not broken. You've just been lied to. And it's time to stop fighting yourself and start thinking differently. Start to free yourself. Start to realize whose the voice that was. Who was it who was telling you these things? Who was it who stopped you from becoming that sports star because they said you weren't good enough? Who was it who said, be realistic, you'll never be able to write a book because you're not that good at English? Who was it who said you won't be able to go for that job because you're not qualified enough? All of these stories are other people's opinions that they've imposed on you, and now you're living them. So if you're sick and tired of this, if you're sick and tired of living by other people's standards, other people's opinions, other people's rules, here are 4 ways you can take back your mind. So to break the pattern, to actually change your mindset, to master it, so you can master your life. Here's 4 simple, powerful ways in which you can start taking your power back, so you can start running your life. Waking up every day feeling excited, enthusiastic, energized, empowered. Number 1 is name the voice. As I said, awareness is a first step. So if you want to transform your life, you need to become aware. You need to shine light on it. You cannot fight what you don't recognize. When that little inner critic starts talking, stop it, catch it. Say out loud, that's not me. That's the critic. That's fear talking. That's not the truth. That's old programming, not reality. Give it a name. Name the voice. Yeah, because when you actually name the voice, when you actually give it an identity, you can then tell it, that's just Mike talking. Mike's just coming up with the same old crap again. Mike's just trying to talk me out of it because he doesn't want me living my full life. When you name the voice, you create distance. You create a separate identity because you are not your thoughts. You are the person observing those thoughts. And that's a big difference. When you name it, you become a separate entity to it. The next thing is to interrupt the loop physically. When that negative loop kicks in, start to move. When you start to get into your mind and you start overthinking, you start questioning, you start doubting, when that little inner critic just starts coming up and starts bitching in your ear, telling you you're not good enough, get out of your head and into your body. Take a cold shower. Yeah, stop and do 10, 20 push-ups. Yeah, go for a fast walk, get your blood pumping. Yeah, do 20 jumping jacks. Yeah, 15 burpees, do something that actually interrupts that pattern, that interrupts that thought process. And science even backs this up. Physical movement breaks mental patterns. So if you stay still, if you don't do anything, what happens? That noose tightens around you. You start to feel constricted, like you're in a vice. But if you actually stop, you wait a minute and you actually start to move, get your blood pumping, see what difference it makes. You end up shattering the pattern. And what that does is it allows you to reset your mind. It allows you to take a step back and think differently. The third thing you can do is you can rewire the script in your own voice. Get a notebook. Write down exactly what that little inner critic says, line by line, no editing, no filter, and then flip it. Rewrite each line from your strongest, most grounded self. So If your inner critic is telling you you'll fail, write down, I've learned from failure. I'm learning at each time I fail, and that's why I'll succeed. When it tells you you're not ready, write down something like, I'm more ready than I think. I'm just procrastinating. I'm just being a perfectionist. Done is better than perfect. When you start to do this enough times, something powerful happens. You start to believe in yourself again. You start to believe your voice again, not the critics, not all those doubters, not all those people who put you down, who said you'd never make it. You start to believe in yourself. You start to build your confidence. You start to trust yourself. The fourth thing is surround yourself with voices that lift you. Your environment is so important in how you live your life. It will either lift you up or hold you back. Your environment will either reinforce the critic or help you build the new version of you. What does your environment currently do? Cut ties ruthlessly with people who are always criticizing you. For those people who just diminish your wins, the ones who echo your worst fears. What you need to do is you need to stop. You need to take stock and think to yourself, I need to build a team around me. Yeah, people who reflect your future, not your past or your fears. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Who are you spending time with? The people who push you and lift you to new levels, or your naysayers, the one who are telling you why that thing that you want won't work? Choose your circle like your life depends on it, because honestly, it does. That's the thing that's going to make all the difference in your life. The people around you will help you in your life. They'll either help you build the life you want, or they'll help you stay where you are. You have to decide. So ask yourself, what's one thing your inner critic keeps saying, but you're finally ready to stop believing? You're sick and tired of it. You're ready to move on. You're ready to actually become the person you want to, the one you know you can be, the one to fulfill your true potential. Every time you hear that critic today, name it. Put a name, give it a name, give it an identity. Then speak over it out loud with the truth. Say, this voice isn't me. I don't take orders from that anymore. And if you got something from this episode, share it. Because there's one of your friends out there, you know who they are. The one who's fighting that silent war inside of their own head. The one who doesn't need another motivational quote. They need this. They need the tools to actually get out of their head and get into their body. Send them this episode. That's one of the best things you can do. Be one of the friends that you want to have around you. The type of person who shares it, who lifts the people up around them. Send them this episode. Help them see that they're not broken, that they've just been lied to. Start breaking that cycle. So, until next time, choose growth. Choose courage. Choose yourself. Listen to yourself. Believe in yourself. Shift your mindset from believing what others say and what others think about you to what you think and what you believe. When you shift your mindset and when you master your mindset, you'll master your life. Thank you.